guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming back. So today's video is a Medusa look. I'm starting out with the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat primer, and then using a color corrector from Ulta. This is just Ulta's home brand in yellow, and I'm covering up any red spots and pimples and all that fun hormonal stuff on my face and patting that in with my fingers. Going under my eyes with NYX color corrector in light, and then also patting that out with my fingers. I like using my fingers for like everything. Using Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in Swan, and going over anywhere that I color corrected and also up underneath my eyes. Setting all of that with the RCMA No Color Powder. Okay, so here's where it gets a little more complicated. I'm going to be using Wet n Wild Paint Pot in black and putting fishnets over top of my head. This was interesting. Oops, false alarm. We need to glue the eyebrows down first. So using just good old Elmer's glue stick and rubbing that in little circles over my eyebrows and then brushing through with a spoolie. I suggest going and putting the center of it on the middle of your forehead and then pushing up against it as you enter it. Oh god, that sounds dirty. Make sure to adjust your nose so it's sitting correctly, your lips. Just make sure that your skin's not being pulled in any weird way up underneath. Now using Morphe G34 with that black paint pot, and I'm using a stippling motion near my temples, anywhere that I would usually contour, or at least where I would want my snake face to be contoured, I guess. I'm going up above my brow and toward my hairline in a kind of a diagonal, and doing that on both sides, and going up underneath my cheekbones with the black as well. And then I'm going all along my jawline and bringing it down my neck. I did this by pulling the fishnets down even further. Now going into the Ben Nye Master Cream palette and using the color green, and I'm doing that same stippling action over top of my cheekbones, in my temple, up underneath my cheekbones, along my jawline, in the center of my forehead and along my hairline, right up underneath the black on my neck. Now I'm using the Liquid Skin Sparkle by Graftobian. This is so stunning. Oh my god. So I'm tapping over all of the high points. I'm going in the center of the black, center of my forehead, down my nose, and over my cheekbones. Taking the fishnets off, just try and be very careful so you don't disturb anything. Now using the Wet n Wild Cream Makeup palette, and I'm using the metallic pale shade inside of it, and I'm going back over top of all of the high points where I would like to highlight. Now I'm taking green over top of my lips. I'm just patting that in. I'll be filling them in more later. I thought this would suffice, but it did not. Now I'm going over top of my lips with that same green that I used to stipple earlier over the fishnets. I'm using that on my lips now. Taking black in the center of my lips, then extending my lips from the outer corners in an upward motion, just about to the middle of my iris is where I kept it. I didn't want to go too long with this to give me that snake looking mouth. Oh my god, I love this shadow. It's so beautiful. Using ColourPop Shameless Super Shock Shadow. That's way too many S's. And I'm going to be using that over top of the black in the Master Cream palette. So starting with the black actually, and creating a cat eye. I'm filling in my entire lid up to my crease, taking it up underneath my lash line as well, and then winging that out and going pretty far with it. Leaving a gap in my inner corner, I'm also going to be elongating the tear duct and then doing the same to the other eye. I'm a snake. Harry Potter. I'm so stupid. Once that's done, I'm patting that Super Shock shadow over top of the black. This will also help set it. Using the Graftobian liquid skin sparkle underneath my eyes in that little gap that I left. Now taking the Morphe Artistry palette and using black to set the rest of that black cream. Going into the Jawbreaker palette from Jeffree Star and using Sour. And I'm going to be blending out that black with this shade. So I'm going all along it, leaving a space at the tip. I wanted that to stay nice and sharp. I felt like my eyes needed a little more punch, a little more sparkle. So I'm using the Violet Voss Essentials palette and going into Emerald and going over top of the center of my eyes. Okay, so that same fishnet that I had over top of my head earlier, I cut all the way up through it so that it would be a flat piece, so that I could do the rest of my body. This was very difficult. I just tried to use my clothes to help. I tucked it up underneath my straps to hold it down and then just would pull it with the other hand so that it would be taut. And then I was using the Lashaholic Luxury Lashes Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. This is the best lash glue, like hands down. Okay, so I bought a bunch of snakes from Amazon and I just painted them gold. I also went over my hands and did the same scale technique. And that's it. Guys, this is a lot harder than it looks, actually. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If any of you do the same look for Halloween, dude, that'll excite me so much. Like, go to my social media, tag me in those pictures. I'm at AllyCat MUA on Instagram, at AllyCat Artistry on Twitter. So if you post anything, tag me, dude. That would be so cool. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video with everyone, please. I love you guys. Bye! Bye.